Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching Coin Purchaser, the place where history meets hidden fortune. Today, we are diving deep into the mysterious and valuable world of the Liberty 1 cent coin from the year 1970, a coin that might just be lying in your old drawer, waiting to change your life. So make sure to watch till the very end, because we're about to uncover its history, rarity, how it was minted, and how much it's worth today in the collector's market. And trust me, some versions of this coin are worth thousands of dollars. Let's begin this incredible journey. The Liberty 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, has a rich and proud history in American currency. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Now, let's fast forward to 1970. The United States Mint produced these coins at three major facilities of Philadelphia: No Mint Mark, Denver, D Mint Mark, San Francisco, S Mint Mark. The 1970 Lincoln cent was made using 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. This was before the composition change that happened in 1982, when the U.S. shifted to using mostly zinc due to rising copper prices. But what makes the 1970 coin especially interesting is not just its design, which still features Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, but the minting errors and rare varieties that collectors are searching for even today. Let's talk about the types and minting errors of the 1970 Liberty 1 cent that make this coin extremely valuable. 1970's small date versus large date. This is the most famous and sought after variety. The small date version is much rarer than the large date, and collectors pay big money for high-grade examples. To spot a small date, look at the shape of the 7 in the date. It's more level with the 0, and the overall date appears slightly more delicate and higher on the coin. 1970's small date and proof. Some proof coins from San Francisco show this rare variety. These coins are mirror-like and were specially made for collectors. A 1970's small date proof in PR69 RD condition can sell for over $3,000 at auction. Double die errors. Some 1970 cents, especially those from the Philadelphia Mint, were struck with slight misalignments. Doubling can be seen in the date or in the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. These double die obverse (DDO) coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on the clarity and condition. Off-center strikes and die crack coins that were misaligned during minting, known as off-center errors, or those with cracks in the die, often fetch premium prices among error collectors. Here's how many 1970 Liberty 1 cent coins were made at Philadelphia. No Mint Mark around 1.14 billion coins. Denver, D around 2.89 billion coins. San Francisco, S around 690 million, including both proof and circulation strikes. Now let's talk money, the real value. Most 1970 cents in average circulated condition are worth just 1 cent. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated or proof condition, especially the 1970's small date, the value rises dramatically. Let's break it down by type and condition. 1970 Philadelphia, No Mint Mark circulated, 1 to 5 cents uncirculated, MS65 plus around $10 to $251,970D. Denver Mint circulated, 1 to 3 cents uncirculated, MS65 plus $10 to $401,970S. Large date circulated, 1 to 5 cents. Proofs, $5 to $151,970S. Small date proof PR65, $700 PR69, red $3000 plus 1970's small date regular strike MS65 red, $2,000 to $5,000 plus rare auction sales, over $6,000 double die or off-center errors depending on severity and grade, $100 to $1,500 plus. So next time you find an old penny in your pocket change, look closely. The 1970 Liberty 1 cent coin might just be a hidden gem worth a small fortune. So there you have it, coin hunters. The 1970 Liberty 1 cent may seem small in size, but it holds a huge place in American numismatic history. From rare mint errors to small date varieties, the value of this humble penny can skyrocket. Make sure to check your coin jars, look for the 1970's small date, inspect for mint errors, and always get rare coins professionally graded for best value. If you found this video valuable and informative, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends who love coins or might be sitting on a treasure without even knowing it. Let us know in the comments if you have a 1970 penny, and We might feature your coin in our next video. Thanks for watching, Coin Purchaser. We'll see you in the next episode, and until then, keep collecting, stay curious, and never stop hunting for hidden gold and copper. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting with one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in American history, the 1982 D Liberty 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right, a humble penny that could be worth millions of dollars. Now, when you think of a penny, you probably think of small change, just a cent, right? But what if I told you that a single penny from 1982 could be worth a jaw-dropping $4.6 million today? Sounds crazy? Stick around, because this coin story is nothing short of spectacular. The history of the 1982 D Liberty 1-cent coin. Let's rewind a bit. The 1982 D penny belongs to the famous Lincoln cent series. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909, designed to honor Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This coin revolutionized American coinage by being the first to feature a real historical figure on the obverse side. The year 1982 was a significant year for pennies because the U.S. Mint made a monumental change that year. You see, pennies were traditionally made from mostly copper. But with the soaring price of copper metals in the late 1970s and early 1980s, it became economically unsustainable to continue this. So the mint began transitioning from a mostly copper composition to primarily zinc coated with a thin copper layer. Because of this change, pennies minted in 1982 can be found in two different compositions, the older copper version and the new zinc version. This split makes the 1982 pennies a collector's dream, but it's the Denver minted 1982 D penny that takes the crown in terms of rarity and value. So, why is the 1982 D Liberty 1-cent so rare and worth millions? The answer lies in a peculiar minting error combined with limited production. During 1982, the Denver Mint accidentally produced an extremely small batch of pennies with an altered composition or some unique minting anomalies. Only a handful of these pennies have surfaced in the last few decades, making them among the rarest American coins in circulation. Collectors and experts have searched high and low for this coin because of its unusual characteristics, from the metallic composition to the mint mark positioning and subtle design differences. Each coin is a rare gem, a perfect storm of historical significance, mint error, and scarcity of the market value, and why collectors are going wild now. Here's the kicker: as of today, this coin is valued at an unbelievable $4.6 million. Yes, $4.6 million. This skyrocketing value is driven by intense demand from collectors worldwide who understand the coin's rarity and place in American numismatic history. Imagine holding a coin that could buy you a mansion or fund your entire retirement. It's not just about the money, it's about owning a piece of history, a tangible connection to the story of America's currency and its evolution. Auctions for this coin have seen fierce bidding wars, with passionate collectors ready to pay millions just to add the 1982 D Liberty 1-cent to their collections. It's truly one of those legendary coins where the phrase 1 cent no longer does justice to its worth. How to spot the 1982 D Liberty 1-cent? If you're wondering how you might spot this coin in your own change or at a coin shop, here are a few tips. First, check the year. It has to be 1982. Look for the Denver Mint mark, which is a small D on the coin's face. Pay attention to the coin's color and weight. The rare version might differ slightly due to its unique metal composition. Consult with professional numismatists or use precision scales and magnification to inspect minute details. Remember, the chances of finding one in everyday circulation are astronomically low, but if you ever do, you might just be holding a fortune in your hand. The 1982 D Liberty 1-cent is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of change, rarity, and the fascinating twists that history can take in something as small and seemingly insignificant as a penny. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about rare coins, this little penny from 1982 reminds us that sometimes the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of our coin adventures. Drop a comment below if you have any rare coins or stories to share. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for those hidden treasures in your pockets, where coins tell stories and small change can bring big surprises. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because today we're diving deep into the world of a humble yet fascinating coin, the Liberty 1 cent from 1987, minted in Denver, also known as the 1987 D Lincoln cent. You won't believe how much this little copper treasure could be worth today. So stay with us till the end, because the last few minutes might just change the way you look at pocket change forever. Let's start with the basics. The 1987 D Liberty 1 cent is part of the famous Lincoln Cents series, a coin that holds the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. This design was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history. By 1987, the U.S. Mint had transitioned from mostly bronze coins to copper-plated zinc. This shift occurred in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. So, the 1987 D penny you might have in your jar or wallet today is made up of 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper plating. The D mint mark under the date signifies it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the primary coin production hubs of the United States. And now, here's a jaw-dropping fact. In 1987 alone, the Denver Mint produced over 4.5 billion, yes, billion, of these coins. Specifically, the mintage number stands at approximately 4,879,389,514 coins. That makes it a very common coin in circulation, especially in worn condition. However, don't let the high mintage fool you. Even common coins can be worth a fortune if they have rare errors or are in pristine condition. Collectors are always on the hunt for coins that stand out. In the case of the 1987 D penny, certain varieties and errors are highly sought after. Off-center strikes where the coin design is visibly misaligned. Double die obverse, DDO, where the inscriptions or Lincoln's features may appear double dot. Repunched mint marks, RPM, where the D appears punched more than once, and rare clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin is missing from the edge. If you happen to own a coin with any of these features, especially in uncirculated or mint state condition, you could be holding onto something far more valuable than just 1 cent. Let's talk numbers now, the part everyone waits for. A regular circulated 1987 D penny is typically worth face value 1 cent, and in bulk, they're sold for a small premium to collectors or crafters. However, uncirculated examples graded MS65 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch anywhere from $5 to $20. Mint state 67 coins are more rare, and auction prices for these high-end examples have reached up to $150 or more, depending on demand. And I appeal that if your coin has an error, like a major off-center strike or a DDO, its value can skyrocket to $100, $300, or even more, depending on the rarity and condition. The record sale for a 1987 D penny in mint state 68 red condition was over $1,500, yes, $1,500 at a professional auction. So next time you go through your change, keep your eyes sharp. So, is the 1987 D Liberty 1 cent rare? On its own, no. But in the right condition or with the right error, it can be a mini goldmine hiding in plain sight. Here are a few quick tips for checking your 1987 D pennies. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling on the date or lettering. Inspect the coin's edges for any irregular cuts or clips. Compare your coin's shine and surface to online reference images for MS67 or MS68 graded coins. Always consider sending a potentially valuable coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate its condition and maximize its resale value. And there you have it, the fascinating journey of the 1987 D Liberty 1 cent. From its rich history at the Denver Mint to the possibility of big value in rare conditions, this coin is a true example of how even the smallest things can carry the biggest stories. If you found this video informative and helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more coin stories, comment below if you have a 1987 D penny, we'd love to hear from you. And share this video with your fellow coin collectors and treasure hunters. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep checking your change, because treasure might just be in your pocket.